Their ultimate goal was to become the world's reserve currency. After approving a $9,700,000,000 investment into Ripple Labs, the company, and its digital asset XRP, BlackRock will infuse $9,700,000,000 into XRP, resulting in between $200 and $400 per XRP, as revealed by Forbes. All of this is going to happen over the course of the next 4 weeks. The financial world is changing right now, and XRP is emerging as the real new currency of the era that will be a part of the Federal Reserve currency. The United States of America plans to buy back over $60 billion worth of XRP, which is why you should watch this video through to the end if you own any XRP. We are also proving that BlackRock will invest over $9.7 trillion in XRP after announcing their intent to launch the XRP ETF alongside JP Morgan. All of this will be disclosed in today's video, but before we dive right in, I would want to let you know that we are giving out free XRP worth up to $100 to everyone who watches this video. You only need to press the like button. After leaving a remark with XRP and subscribing, you need to register on Apple using the URL I provided in the explanation and complete a transaction in 3 simple steps that should take less than 5 minutes. Let's dive straight into the video, and I will surely be watching you guys accomplish this. BlackRock announced a $9 trillion investment in XRP today, which caused its price to soar to between $200 and $400. In addition to openly stating this, BlackRock's CEO has made reference to it twice, noting XRP in particular as the primary currency of DeFi and stressing that it will eventually outperform Bitcoin in terms of price. In fact, the CEO of BlackRock once said that $9 trillion would enter the cryptocurrency market. He also mentioned that although Bitcoin is a global asset, XRP is expected to overtake it, and that XRP is being used by central banks around the globe. Which is larger? Which is superior? Which will provide a larger financial offset? An asset for the globalized central banks or an international asset? Globalized central bank assets, like XRP, are clearly visible, and we are witnessing their development live on television. You will actually view this clip at this very moment. The CEOs of BlackRock, Ripple, and Fox News have agreed to a huge cooperation that will allow over $9 trillion to flow into XRP. Here's where we'll roll the clip. The CEO of BlackRock's thoughts: to make the trade of foreign currency more democratic. With computers and the electronic market of today, it ought to be 5 basis points or 10 basis points rather than a percentage. Therefore, I genuinely think that the Libra concept is sound. Rather than creating a new currency, we should develop the ability to instantly calibrate all of the currencies. Anticipating the next move is crucial. We think that tokenizing financial assets will be the next big thing. This implies that each stock and bond will have a unique Q-chip. One general ledger will have it. Each investor, including you and me, will have a unique identification number. By implementing tokenization, we may eliminate any problems related to illegal activity with stocks, bonds, and digital assets. Most importantly, though, is that we can use tokenization to personalize techniques for each individual. Our settlement would be instantaneous. Consider all of the expenses associated with settling of stocks and bonds. However, since tokenization is only a line item, everything would happen instantly. Therefore, we think that this is a technical shift for financial assets. If we know who owns that stock at all times and it's time to cast our ballots, I think you want to discuss voting choices and everything else. Each person's ownership has been identified, and they can cast their vote for their own share. Additionally, I think that the role of cryptocurrency is, instead of investing in gold as a hedge against inflation, it's a hedge against the depreciation of your currency or the burdensome issues of any one nation, regardless of where you are. Let's face it, Bitcoin is a global asset. It isn't dependent on a single currency. Therefore, it may serve as a resource that others can use as a substitute. I would say that hope is the cornerstone of BlackRock. If you think that tomorrow will be better than now, you should invest for retirement. Take a look at it this way. XRP is actually becoming into a global reserve currency, and more than 13 central banks worldwide are using it, purchasing it, and creating their own digital currency on the XRP ledger. It has been confirmed that more than 13 central banks worldwide have roughly 9.4 million euros worth of XRP. Now look at this. JP Morgan, one of the biggest financial firms in the US and the world, is going to challenge XRP once more as it is poised to rise to $7,000 to $10,000, 0 cents per XRP in the next 3 to 4 months. XRP will be valued between $7,500 and $10,000, 0 cents, according to an example provided by JP Morgan, which just revealed that XRP has been approved within the financial system. In 3 to 4 months, everyone, this is happening right in front of our eyes. Guys are paying attention, which is why it was stated that you could make a ton of money if you owned even one XRP, specifically $10, 0 cents. Once more, in addition to JP Morgan and Wells Fargo, we have observed numerous more organizations. In a recent story, Bloomberg and Forbes verified all of this information, citing an XRP consortium worth over $60,000, 0 cents. Check out this article by clicking this link. Explains the $59.47 exorbitance of the new Bitcoin, an article that has been fully validated, and this occurs as cryptocurrency prepares for a major upswing following this enormous forecast. Check this out right here. Forbes has really released a piece titled "The New Bitcoin is XRP." According to Bardev, keep in mind that XRP, not $59,472, 0 cents, is the new Bitcoin. Therefore, keep in mind that the CEO of Blackrock is aware of XRP when he talks about it. Additionally, they are aware that XRP will eventually supplant Bitcoin, as stated by the CEO of Ripple. XRP was designed to serve as the world's reserve currency. This is what it is now becoming. But as you can see from the title, the new Bitcoin was removed minutes after it was published, with the Xrp adding $59.47. Why? Ask yourself that. For what reason was it removed? Since they were aware of it and didn't want the public to know it was removed. As the CEO of Ripple confirmed last year that the government will accept $50 million, 0 cents worth of XRP as payment, we have confirmed information that the Federal Reserve actually offered Ripple Labs to purchase the entire RippleNet system, including XRP and even the payment for Ripple. Why? Do you believe that's all they want? No. They are aware that XRP will have tens of thousands of dollars in value. They can now hold that XRP and sell it for $10,000 if they are paid the following year. Utilizing the real system is the goal here. And that's what these enormous international organizations are doing. For transactions, they need the system. They require less expensive transactions. The CTO of Ripple, David Schwartz, emphasized that XRP is more useful at $1 million than it is at $1. Why? Thus, they require lower cost payments, therefore you must have a greater price per XRP in order to have lower payments. Arthur Brudu, the co-founder of XRP and Ripple, was also remembered, emphasizing what it is. $10,000, 0 cents for each XRP with worldwide scalability is in the horizon. It is taking place. It is taking place in February. $10, 0 cents per XRP is inevitable and will happen soon. He is known as the man who disrupted encryption. Cryptocurrency has been known as the bridge between real estate and several multinational entities. Recall the time Arthur Britchell stated that XRP was designed with $10 stitching on the bag, but it also needed to be scalable to support 7.5 billion users.